Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to WordPress London, everybody. Thanks very much for coming along and braving the wind and rain and cold. If you need Wi-Fi details are there. If you want to kind of tweet things tonight or just in general, follow us on WPLDN, #WPLDN. First thing to say, thank you very much to both of our sponsors. They're the usual ones, and they've been really supportive of the meetup. I never really do this, but I thought I'd tell you a bit about who they are. So Campaign Monitor basically allow you to send like beautiful email newsletters, and they offer like rich tracking and reporting tools. And there's also some WordPress integration via a number of plugins. They have supplied the money for the pizzas tonight. And we're currently being hosted by and watered by Forward, who are an internet group who create, acquire and invest in companies. And they're occasionally on the lookout for WordPress developers, although I don't know. Are they doing some WordPressy stuff at the minute, Luke? Yeah? Okay, cool. So keep an eye out or talk to Luke at the break. If you have enjoyed the pizza or beer, please do tweet your thanks. That's kind of all I'd ask. Okay. So I've been doing a lot of thinking recently about this group. I think I've been running it for 2.5 or 3 years or something. I'm not sure, but it's quite a while. And I've been thinking a lot about kind of where we are as a group, where we could go, and how we're going to get there. There's loads of potential. There's a lot of great people here, a lot of great knowledge in the city. Agencies doing wonderful things. I just want to make sure that kind of potential gets fulfilled. One of the things I realized quite quickly when I was thinking about things is I didn't really have the information I needed to make decisions for the group. So I created a few polls on the meetup.com website. They are, I'll show you the link in a second. The feedback was slightly underwhelming. For a group of over 1,000, I think there were 17 people filled in the poll on what would make this group better.
17.
17, yeah. So not exactly a brilliant bit of feedback, but you know, it's a start.
You're sure of Hansky?
For who?
No, just do.
One name and shame?
Yeah.
No, I won't do that. But
take the poll down.
If you're sitting in here now and you do want to have your say, I'll show you the link in a second. But these were the top 4 kind of requested improvements, which kind of surprised me because I feel like this is quite a techie group a lot of the times. And I do get asked a lot about kind of more beginner content or user-based content. So I was really surprised to see Advanced Developer Talks as like the #1 requested improvement. And that's sort of flows in nicely to the next 2 as well. And then the 4th one was open sessions. So tonight, for example, we're running a Ask the Experts kind of open question non-panel thing forum. So I'm trying to incorporate these things. But I'm not sure that that's really truly representative of who we are. So please, if you haven't done it already, that's a bit of a mouthful. But if you just go to the meetup.com website, go to WordPress London one, you'll find polls there, and there's a few of them that are open at the minute, so please do have your say. You wouldn't want to be the one that kind of says, I don't want more Advanced Developer Talks, I'm just a beginner. Like, you haven't actually told me that, so please do that. The other thing I started thinking was, the job of organising this has become probably a little bit too big for me to handle by myself. So I think I needed to start a little team to help run these events. I've already got some really great people that help out regularly, like Graham, who, as well as contributing a lot of content, he also is videoing the events these days and doing all the uploads to YouTube and everything like that, so I'm very appreciative of that, Graham. Thank you very much. Nairi, who's not here tonight, is offered to help out with the venues, because that's a big, well, not stress point, but it's difficult to keep on top of that. But there's other things that people could get involved with if they want to. You'll probably see from today's emails that I don't really have a good handle on the sponsorship situation. I'm not a great tweeter, so if someone that wants to get involved and take control of the account for WordPress London, that would be great. And just people that regularly want to contribute to various sessions, I'd just be really appreciative of that. So if you're interested, just please do get in touch. Next up, on the March 1st, we're planning to have a UK-wide Contributor Day. It's a spin-off from the Contributor Day we had at WordCamp London in November. Basically, it's a chance to give back something to the software that we all know and love. You can do so in a number of ways. The kind of obvious ones are contributing to actually the core code, to the themes that come packaged with WordPress, but also there's things like accessibility, which Graham's taken a big lead on. But if you don't even want to get involved in any kind of coding, you can get involved with documentation and support, all this stuff that needs to be done by volunteers like us. Hopefully we'll have a core contributor actually there on the day as well to kind of talk us through the process of looking at bugs and on track and pulling in patches and putting your patches back up. So keep an eye on that website, wpcontributorday.com, and also I'll be tweeting and emailing about that as it comes closer to the time. So to tonight, we've got 3 kind of short-ish talks, I think, and then a question and answer session. So we're starting off with Peter. He's going to be talking about lessons from writing for newspapers and helping us apply those lessons to writing content for our own websites. Then we've got Michael Smith from Google. He's the product manager of the Google Publisher plugin, and he'll be giving a quick introduction to that. And after that, Bruno de Florence, he'll be telling us how we can be better at helping non-geeks use WordPress, something I think a lot of us can benefit from. After that, we've got Ask the Expert session. So I've got a series of questions that people have sent in to me, and I'll put those up and kind of put them out to the floor, see if we can generate a bit of discussion from those. And also if people have questions tonight, Dan.
Do we have those questions before the end? So if any of us can look up,
Yeah.
do some research before.
Should I tweet them, or how do you want me to get those up? I can put, okay, I'll work something out, that's a good idea. And yeah, hopefully we'll take some questions just from people here in the group as well. Now it's off to the pub, which is the usual one. So out the front doors, turn left at the top, down the street, and the candy can will be on your right hand side. Pretty much done. There's really only kind of one rule, apart from don't steal the beer, which has happened. So there's only one rule, and that is please be quiet during the talks. I'm not supposed to animate. Oh, Ben, you've let me down. Anyway, please be quiet during the talks. Even if you think you're whispering, you're not. And if you grab your phones and sign up, that'd be cool. Keynote's just crashed again, but that's okay because it's right at the end. So I'm just going to take a couple of minutes just to set Peter up, and then we'll get started again. Thank you very much.